Hi everyone, I'm Stella. Welcome to my new show. You might know me from another show I already hosted here on JoinMyTrip's YouTube channel, but that was not enough for me. I wanted to talk about traveling even more. So yeah, that's why we're here today. In my new show, I want to take you to my favorite travel destinations in the world and talk about activities you can do there. I also want to talk about the favorite destination of my colleagues with my colleagues and do a deep dive into every top travel activity you can basically do on this planet. So yeah, I'm super excited for that, and I'm just ready to take you around the world and find the top activities you need to do while traveling. So let's get started. For the premiere episode, I want to take you to my probably favorite destination ever in the world, which is Portland, Oregon. So yeah, for everyone who doesn't know the city, let me tell you a little bit more general information about it. So Portland is located in the state of Oregon in the United States. Oregon is north of California, so it's actually perfect to experience the mentality of the Pacific Northwest. In the city itself, around 640,000 people are living, and in the metropolitan area around 2.2 million. So it's actually not super huge or wide or big. It's more cute and everything's like nearby, which is actually perfect. And that is because the city is crammed between natural borders, I would say. In the north you have the Columbia River, which is a natural border to the state of Washington, and in the southeast you've got the Mount Hood National Park, which actually is also a limitation. So that's why Portland is so cute. So I also wanted to tell you why I think Portland should be our premiere episode and why it is such a great location, especially for me. When I arrived there, I immediately felt at home. I think it's also because of the size of the city, because I myself am from a small town in Germany, so anything that is not too big feels like just nice, just comfortable. So the size of the city was perfect. And even though it is rather small for like a travel destination, it is still super diverse and open and welcoming. So that's why I didn't want to leave, to be honest. So yeah, also for everyone who wants to celebrate their quirks or being different, they should like just go to Portland. It's amazing, and that's coming from a person who has only stayed there for I think 8 days. I think I was there 8 days. So yeah, just imagine how it must be if you like live there or even be there for a few weeks for traveling. So definitely it's just amazing, which actually brings us to the unofficial motto of the city, which is keep Portland weird. And yeah, I think that just says it all. So let's talk about travel activities you should definitely do in Portland. Number one for me is actually the first thing I did after arriving and having a good night's sleep for the jet lag. It was having or doing a bike tour through the city, especially doing a bike tour connecting the famous food cart pods. The difference to other cities when it comes to food carts is that in Portland they are more immobile, I would say. They're not designed to like drive around. That's why you have these so-called pods where they are like organized together. So you have like little neighborhoods of very nice food. So yeah, if you do a little bit of research on like which food cart you want to go to, you can be quite sure that it will be there at the address you found in the internet when like once you go there, which is very nice, I would say. So the biggest food cart pod I went to was Cartopia on Southeast Hawthorne Boulevard. I had an amazing pizza there under cute fairy lights, and with some great local company. So Cartopia is a good place to go. But it is, I think it only opens afternoon to like evening and night, so don't go there in the morning. I think it is not open then. So yeah, also down the road from Cartopia, so down the road Hawthorne, you'll find the coolest coffee place you will ever visit. It's called Tove Coffee and Tea. This cafe is actually built in an old red London double-decker bus, and it's amazing. There you'll get served Egyptian coffee specialities, both traditional and very new artsy interpretations of it. When I went there, I had the mint thing, which is cold brew coffee, oat milk and mint syrup, which was, I know it sounds wild, but it was the best coffee I ever had in my life. I'm still dreaming about it. The second activity that you should definitely do in Portland is go on a hike in Washington Park. That park is located in the west of the city, and it's super huge, and I just have to like look at my notes because it's ridiculous what is in this park. So you've got a zoo, a forestry museum, an arboretum, a children's museum, a rose garden, which is actually super nice. I think they have like 10,000 types of roses or something. Also black roses, which I've never seen in my life, so definitely go there. A Japanese garden, an amphitheater, memorials, an archery range, tennis courts, a soccer field, various picnic areas, playgrounds. You can also look at public art, and yeah, it's just built with many acres of wild forest and miles of hiking trails, which is amazing because the park is literally inside the city. When I stayed in Portland, I rented an Airbnb which was right next to the park. I didn't realize it when I booked it, but it was just amazing, and it's really inside the city. It's like Central Park maybe in Manhattan, but in Portland. And yeah, once you go on a hike there, you can get like really lost there. So either be very aware of your surroundings when you go on a hike, or book a tour with a local guide or person. I think that I did that, and it definitely made sense. Also, the majority of the park is free access, which is very great because you don't have to spend a lot of money to really experience the whole nature of the park, which depending on which part of the area you are is very different. So yeah, it's just great to experience the nature, and also because the nature itself for me represented a lot of Oregon State, because it's also wild, but then on the other side there are so many beautiful parts, so it's really amazing. Definitely maybe plan half a day or a day to spend in Washington Park. So last activity for today. I could go on for hours, but I wanted to keep it short and sweet. So if you're staying a little bit longer in the city and you maybe want to like explore the surroundings of the city a little bit more, that's actually a good idea, and I would recommend you to rent a car. You can easily do that in the city center. There are a lot of car rental companies located in various neighborhoods. Yeah, so definitely go out there and explore the nature of Oregon, because it's like Washington Park, it feels like it's blooming constantly, because yeah, the Pacific Northwest of the USA is known for its rainy days, I would say, for the climate, because yes, it rains a lot, but that helps the nature in blooming and becoming like this one big, I don't know, painting of just mesmerizing nature. I can't put other words to it. So yeah, it's around the city you will find many rainforests, obviously not tropical rainforests, but like rainforests, which is super cool to see. I've never seen rainforests before. When I went there in September 2019, it was still very nice weather, although a lot of locals told me to next time come more in summer, so July, August, if you want to have more nice weather. So yeah, definitely go there in summer if you can. When you go there and it's nice weather, go book yourself a car, and then try to find like a nice spot where you could maybe go for a swim. I did that, and I went to Washuga River, which is already in Washington State, so a little bit up north, but it was so nice because I've never seen such crystal clear water. It was ice cold, but it was definitely worth the drive, and yeah, the serenity of the nature was just beautiful, and just, you know, leveling yourself and just being with yourself in this nature is very beautiful. So I would say let's wrap it up here, otherwise I will start crying or go on for the next 2 hours. Yeah, just know that if you go to Portland, if you decide to travel there, it's definitely a good decision. Yeah, there's really, I would say these are my last words to this beautiful city. If you want to get more information about Portland or have specific questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this new show, because I can promise you the next videos will be filled with fun travel activities from all over the world. And I'm really looking forward to talk about traveling with you. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.